Hey, beautiful people. I'm Milah.
Hey y'all, I'm Monica.
And thanks for joining us.
How are you doing?
I am aligned and balanced.
That is always what I love to hear, and that lets us get this fun-filled chat session started. There is so many things to go over this episode, and I am really excited because, of course, it's a new month. So we always talk about new month things around here, and then we have, of course, what is happening in the heavens, the moon, the stars, and all that. So I know you got us covered there. Plus, there is some community entertainment news that I think we should kind of
Okay.
focus on. Yes, there it's just everything is going down in the craziest of ways. So you know how I like to start this thing off, girl. How are you doing? And welcome in, family. But how are you doing? What have you been up to? What has your week looked like?
The week has been good. The week has been miracles are manifesting, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Um
Oh, I love
it,
that girl. You sent me that
it
that text message. Wait, tell everybody what I you said it was miracle manifest. That's what I'm talking about. But the text message about the month. You called May. May had a
Oh,
special name.
oh, yes, yes. Uh-huh. Manifest money May. Yep.
Thank you. That's what I'm all
That's
about.
that that's the PG version.
Thank you. And that's what we're that's what we're about this May. So you better be manifesting what you want, honey, getting that money. Okay. And of course it's May. And then put some miracles in there because I'm definitely for the miracles. I want all the M's for May. So okay. Sorry. Now going back to your week, baby girl. Tell me about it. What happened? So now what is up with you? Sorry to cut you off. How's our week? What have you been up to?
Um, getting into my Nipsey Hustle mode, girl.
Mm. I like that.
That's what I've been doing.
Okay, and like you like you said, you send it out the text on the beginning of the month telling us what our intentions are. So if we were going to have a mantra, I do like that whole manifest
Money
money.
May.
That never. Woo, Monica, that is so fire from the M's. From Mila and Monica, that is just. Woo, that's too fiery. For me, my week was full of miracles, manifestations, and and we were speaking life into some money too. But what I really appreciated, though, truly, was how I learned to hold my tongue and let the Lord handle His business. Okay, so that was the lesson. That was the takeaway, girl. Because you were one of the many recipients of that 20-page text message where I was like, all I can do is say, that's why I pray. That's why I stay prayed up because this woman want me to act a fool, but I am not going to give the devil that today. And I
Okay,
did
like
it.
Kirk Franklin.
Exactly, honey. Mission
Or no, that was
accomplished.
MC Hammer.
That's why we pray. Pray, 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 pray. That was the jam. We got to pray just to make it today.
Look, pray and
Mm.
patience.
Oh, girl, don't give me too many assignments. You know, my walk. That's all I got to say. Not too many assignments. Okay. So now that is, on the books, I think that it's only fair because if you're listening to this episode when we're airing it, it'll be the fifth, so it'll be the full moon. So I think it's really important, Monica, if you just get us right, because I know that it is May. I know that the fifth is supposed to be the full moon because you told us in last week's episode, blame it on the moon because we are prepared. People might not pay attention, but when people start acting real crazy out here, it's usually because the moon is 5 seconds from being full or actually full. And we have Mercury in retrograde. Uh,
Yes.
so
Mm-hmm.
so I was gonna say, so even if this isn't something that you're into, I just say take note. You don't have to be into everything, but you can take note so that when you see that one person acting the fool on the full moon, you're gonna go, the aunties told me about that. Mila and Monica already let me know that people were gonna be out here on one, and it's also Cinco de Mayo. So please, Monica, let's get into the moon.
Well, I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet. The number 5, and it's gonna be Cinco de Mayo, 5-5. It
Mm,
means change and transformation, and that's
mm,
spiritually and also in this reality. So there's lots going on, especially um for, for y'all people out there. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh, okay. So everyone has a chance to spiritually transform themselves, physically, mentally, on this realm and in the next,
Emotionally,
emotionally. Okay.
romance, whatever.
Mm.
It's either you gonna change with it or it's gonna change you. How about that?
Ooh, I like the change with things because, honey, that change in you usually is a hard. Those are the lessons that
I
they
mean,
got
what they
grit
used to say, a hard head makes a soft. Yeah.
behind. I was like, yeah, that is exactly what they say. Okay, so I love that. And then the lunar eclipse. I know that's happening during the full moon as well, but we won't be able to see it. What, in this hemisphere? Is that correct?
That's what they say, but with so many different things going on in this world, you never know. I don't know. That might be AI now. So, girl,
Mm. Oh my honey, the AI is so out of control. But I definitely know that I was watching one of my reality shows and I said the AI should do the casting because the experts really suck at this. But anyway, I
girl,
digress.
they gonna put everybody out the work. I mean, the writers are already on strike, so
Yeah, that definitely, girl, and that you led us naturally then, Monica, into our celebrity television community news. So yes, the writers are on strike, and aren't you happy that I got you back into reality TV so you'll have something to watch
oh
this spring?
gosh.
I mean, because we don't know. They're predicting that this writer strike is going to go on for several months and that it's going to impact the fall shows. Like, yeah, they don't really expect much out of summer because it's nice. People are doing things, you're socializing. Even if you're not socializing, they just don't expect you to watch as much television. So, with that being said,
It's so much on. There's just so many streaming channels, and I mean, there's a lot. Is mucho. It's a lot of stuff to watch out there if you are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mhm.
I don't think they gonna miss too much.
Well, I think they're not going to feel the pain. But like the local stations, like if you have cable and you watch like NBC, CBS, ABC, if you
Hmm.
like nighttime talk shows or, those kind of things, you're going to feel the writer strike. But like you said, if you're living off of Netflix and Hulu and Paramount Plus, not so much.
Amazon.
Amazon, probably for real, Prime's been pretty fiery lately. So
I'm about to place my order and cut them off though. I'm good.
okay. All right. So that was one thing that caught my attention this week. Another, and this one I'm reality TV show, not my greatest thing to get you hooked on again, because you already knew about it on your own. So I just led you back to the path that's crazy. But Yellowstone, a show that I was like, Monica, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. It's amazing. I heard some like scary Yellowstone news. They said, that John Dutton, aka Kevin Costner, is going to be hanging it up after the completion of this season 5, which we're halfway through. So, how do you feel about that? Are you all caught up on your Yellowstone?
I'm not.
Well, I mean, hey, we keep it real around here. When did you fall off? Like, what season are you on?
I think I fell off somewhere around 4.
Oh well, that's only one season, girl. You just one season behind. Okay, I can let that slide because you stay booked and busy. So, of course,
I
I
mean,
will.
there was a lot of episodes in the season. It was, yeah.
10, girl, 10
You know,
episodes.
I gotta, hook back up with my, streaming sneaky link to go watch
Okay.
that.
Well, because it is, I tell you, honey, every season, Taylor Sheridan was really writing and producing and bringing an excellent television show out there. I mean, I'm not even into cowboys and horses. Well, I won't say cowboys, but the horses like that. But oh my goodness, everything about Yellowstone and Kevin Costner is a central figure to the show. I don't want to imagine the show without him because if you watched up until this season, every season they try to take that man's life, and I don't want anyone to be successful. So I don't know how you would part ways with him without killing him off, which of course, Yellowstone does kill important characters. That's what
Right.
keeps it juicy. But I just am like, I don't know if I have the heart to keep watching Yellowstone. If they get rid of Kevin Costner, I think they should revamp that. I think they should revisit this after the writer's strike and see how he feels. They announced that he's going to go through a divorce after 18 years. So maybe he was preoccupied because they tried to say that he had um, like
Of course he
production
was preoccupied. That takes a
issues.
toll on you. And Kevin, he don't have to work.
Mm-mm. No, he don't.
I mean, he's basically doing them a favor.
Say, I'll tell you this: it would not have been nearly as successful without Kevin Costner. I mean, truly, I mean, he was the reason why we started watching. On my end, it was because of Kevin Costner. Going back to my mom, she was like, "Oh no, Kevin Costner's in the show." I mean, but she's the kind that watches The Bodyguard when it's on, Dancing with Wolves as it's on. I'm like, "Oh gosh, mom, you are Team Kevin
I could
Costner."
watch The Bodyguard again.
Yeah, who does? I mean, like I said, literally every time it's on, it doesn't
Right.
matter where it's at when we turn. If it's on, she's like, "Well, let's just watch it to the commercial then." Oh Lord, and then we're hooked. I mean, come on, it's Whitney and Kevin. So
Right.
okay, so that that was one thing. I also wanted just to mention I know that we had discussed it on a previous episode. My spring delight seeking brother husbands. Well, it officially ended. The season was very short. It was only 6 glorious episodes. There were some that kind of were slow and I just really didn't need. But in the end, it went the way it should have because some of those women were unsure. They weren't really about that life. The one woman who was about that life, her life ended the way it should. I mean, like the season wrapped, and when they did a little follow up, like, da 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 da, they're happy. They got married. They're building their house. Like that part was the way I expected it. Everybody else, they ain't been on dates. They haven't added a person to their relationship because some women were not about it, but they were using it to like hurt manipulate their partners. It is worth seeing. And now, since I told you it's only about 6 episodes and the writers are on strike, you guys really don't have anything else to do. So you might as well put that on in the background while you do your housework and enjoy some shenanigans.
Mm-mm. I'm
you
good.
you already watched half the season, Monica. So
No,
uh,
I only watched like 1 or 2 episodes.
I told you it was 6 episodes for the season, girl.
Yeah, I'm not. Mm-mm.
Well, it like I said, the couples that shouldn't have been together or weren't real, or the women that really weren't strong and about this life, they it, they weren't about it, and that's definitely what
Yeah,
we
they probably
witnessed.
just did it just to get on the show. They need to go get a hobby or go back to school or something, girl. Cause
I definitely I like
or
the way you said
go
that.
to Chat GPT and go build you a man.
Oh, but that's only like an internet man. Like, don't you want a real man? Like
Girl, they got
someone
these
a real.
robots here that are almost clone like.
Girl, please don't even. You made me have to like blow out on that one. I was like, girl, that is a whole hot mess. But kind of speaking of random hot mess stuff, I do just want to also shout out that around the world this weekend, we are going to be acknowledging the Kentucky Derbies on Saturday the 6th, along with some people who will be royal watching, eating tea and crumpets as King Charles is coronated this week. So his coronation is on Saturday. I really don't think I have to ask this question, but I will. Monica, will you be watching
Nope,
King?
nope,
will you be will you be recording it and watching it at a later time?
nope, nope, nope.
Do you watch any of the royal, like the English royals? I say the United Kingdom or Britain. Do you watch any of their kind of royal shenanigans? Do you keep up with Meghan and Harry drama? Do you care about William and Kate? Do you know
The
that Prince
last
Andrew's a weirdo and Fergie's just his ex?
the
I mean,
last thing I watched was when they got married in 2018, and the only reason I watched that because I was at the airport and that's what they had on the TV screen.
so you were so you watched the royal wedding by default. You really had no choice. Okay. Hmm.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I mean, that's real. I wanted to
It's
ask
it's
you.
it's it's not my cup of tea.
Literally. Well, I have worked for a British company before, so like when William and Kate got married, my company did a big thing, and yeah, I had my fascinator and all of that. I don't know if I will be actually watching this spectacle, but I do think it's really interesting. They were speaking about how uh, the the king eats, and how he has a organic farming business that he created, off of some of his acreage. I think he has like 1,000 acres that he designated to growing organic things. And they talked about his diet, and his diet, they said, is really different than the actual English people, and how it is a lot more environmentally conscious. He has days where he doesn't eat meat. He has days where he um, does this or that, or no dairy. I mean, it actually, I said that's probably why they're living to be 98 and 99 and 1,000 years old and 1,000 years old in his
I
family.
mean, if he trying to keep himself alive because karma's a payback. He's a cheater, but
Girl, hey, you understand it. Yeah, karma is a bee. Okay, so now, Monique, I do have one question though, as we get ready to kind of go into what's happening in our month. So everyone, take note, get your phones ready, jot down what's important. But before we get there, though, I do have one of those make it make sense questions. Someone recently proposed this scenario to me, and I had to think about it, and I just wanted to know because, there's a trend right now in Washington state, I'll say, Seattle particularly, where people are, I've been hearing a lot of backlash and complaints about the level of dog friendliness that has been happening. I mean, dogs in the mall, not on leashes, just shenanigans underfoot about people's pets. And I'm not a pet hater, even if I'm not necessarily a pet lover. I've had one pet that I adore and a couple that were good sidekicks, but I don't believe in like dogs everywhere, like dogs in the restaurant, dogs in the grocery store. The person told me they saw, a dog and Fred Meyer on the fruit and stuff. And the owner was like, oh, just put it down. And I said, oh, well, tell me about the owner. She said it was a sister. I said, no, no. No, you telling me lies. You're not telling me that no sister was in the store with her dog on top of the produce and thought that was acceptable. And she said, no, 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 this is true. So my question for you then, Monica, is if your partner asked you to quit your job because your dog was so out of control, it could not go to normal obedience or training school because it was aggressive or tripping or just acting BAD, and that's bad. And your partner said, well, if you just quit your job, you can take it on Saturdays. Would you really entertain this thought, or would you think your partner have fell and bumped their damn head?
so let me get this straight. My partner is gonna want me to quit my job to babysit my dog on Saturdays.
So that's the only day that it could come in for private training classes, because since it can't be around other dogs or humans at this time.
Why am I working on Saturdays?
You're working on Saturdays because you don't want to be at home, and you're trying. I mean, people work on Saturdays, Monica. Come on now. Wait, is that the wait? Is
Oh
that
no,
the takeaway?
that's the first takeaway because Monica does not work on the weekends. No.
But this isn't necessarily you. This is just asking hypothetically. Hypothetically, if you're in a world, it sounds like it would be hell for you. But if you were in a world where you had to work on Saturdays, and your partner said, you know what, between you and I make more. One of those flexes again. Like, I make more, so I think you should just quit your job to work. So that you can take the dog to the trainings, because the time your shift is in the middle of when they could see it. Would you entertain this idea? Does it make sense to you?
I mean, this would not be my reality, but you know what? If you telling me I could stop working, um you ain't gotta say less. Like, okay,
Well, no, you like working in this scenario, so I know it's not talking about you. I mean,
this ain't really reality then. Like, this is not.
no, that's why I said, because see, you don't have to work. Okay, you're just choosing to work. That's why you don't care working Saturdays. Okay, you're working to get out the house and do something and act, be busy. You're like, I work, yay. That's how God has blessed your life. And with that blessing, he's also blessed you with a bad dog. That
But if
can
we're
be.
both hire somebody to take the dog to the obedience school.
Yeah, I think, but see, they want you to come, one of the owners, so that it can be getting trained to like adhere, listen, obey, follow your commands, not a stranger. It's not like a doggy daycare. It's actually they're really trying to train your BAD dog.
I mean, it's not like classes all day. So I mean, sure, I'll quit my job and take the dog to class and go luxuriate the rest of the week.
Girl, the actual answer to this scenario though, the person told me that they told their partner, do what you have to do. If you need to go ahead and quit your job, because I'm not quitting mine to play in this dog's face. So does that sound like that made sense to you? But you know what? They're a whole different generation. So they look at work, they look at it with a sense of like joy and purpose.
Girl, where are my reparations at? You ain't got to tell me twice. Like my uncle say,
Tell me what your uncle. Oh, that's what your uncle say.
I'm just saying, it's yeah, whatever you can do to luxury, that's your reparations.
Oh yeah, I love
As
that. That's
as
hot.
another sister I know, Jolyn,
Hmm.
yes, luxury lifestyle. Okay.
Okay, so you said yes, you're quitting. If that means that you just have to be bothered with your dog for an hour and then you can go luxuriate somewhere and enjoy life. Okay. Well, I just want to know if it made sense to you because when I heard that, I said, "What in the tomfoolery?" I said, "Your what did your husband ask you to do?" I said straight face. I said they didn't like crack a smile. They weren't joking. They were like, no, we were right there because their dog, their dog had acted a fool and got kicked out of class. So they had to
Or I'm saying I'm not gonna let no dog dominate my relationship.
I,
Otherwise, the dog gotta go.
see. Well, okay, and you know what? On that girl, I said the church can say amen. That's how I felt. But like I said, I know that people be playing and they be really crazy about their dogs and no, my dog, it's da da da. Because I've seen a commercial recently where the man was on a date and the woman went in his refrigerator. So to me, if someone is going in your refrigerator, it means that it wasn't just the first date, right? Because do we all agree that that's not appropriate if you're not really close with someone to go in the refrigerator? Like,
Right.
I
Yeah. If
mean,
it's a first date, yeah, no, don't.
okay, it's
Like
the same.
Solange said, don't touch my hair, don't touch my refrigerator.
Yeah, I was like, someone just coming to your house that you just you feel comfortable enough maybe to let them know where you live. Does that mean that they get to like go in and like open up your refrigerator and start looking around like that?
No, not unless you said it's fine. Some people be like, "Oh, go ahead and get yourself whatever, get yourself a drink."
True. Yeah. Now, see, but that's inviting the vampire in. You said you go to the refrigerator and you handle that. But if you just invited someone over your house and they just popped themselves up and was like, "Oh, you know what, girl? I'm just gonna go to your refrigerator and see what you got in it to drink." Would you be okay with that? I would be like, "Wait, what? We leaving my house now anyway." I said, "Let's
No,
go to a restaurant or something. You don't need to be up in here."
no, because if they bold enough to do that, then they looking through your medicine cabinet,
Mm.
your drawers, your shelves, your closet. Like, no.
That's why you remind me. I don't even like people over my house, girl. That's too much. Yes. I said that's you don't need to know all that. That's not necessary. I feel like if you're not kicking in on none of these bills, then you should enjoy being a guest. And the guest perimeter are these open areas. The living room, maybe the dining room, and the kitchen area, quite possibly, but not the refrigerator, the stove, or the cabinets. Because what are you doing? But if there's a table there, have yourself a seat there and watch me talk or do what I'm gonna do. So, but yeah, but I'm like, oh no, 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 there has to be some kind of house etiquette.
Exactly.
Okay, so with that being said, then we are going to roll right into May. We are excited because May is officially spring. You can't deny it. It's 31 days of glorious spring. And it is a few national months or a few different causes national month. Like on our last episode, we mentioned that it's AAPI month and Jewish Heritage Appreciation Month or Awareness Month. So that's it. But it's also mental health awareness month. And around here, we do always say, take care of yourself, take care of others. And so we really are going to give some attention and some love to the whole concept
You
of
know
mental
what?
health awareness.
Do yourself some good this month. Give yourself some grace and take a mental health day.
Ooh, oh, girl, now you're being radical. Um, but I love it because they say that really Americans don't take enough vacation time or just enjoy themselves, and you do need a mental health day sometimes.
Girl, I like the work hours over in overseas in Europe because they work what 4 days a
4 days
week
a
and,
week.
and they have
Mm-hmm.
like a 2 to 3 hour lunch
Yes,
period, take a nap,
siesta.
and they still get
Mm-hmm.
their work done. So let's make it make sense over here.
Hey, girl, going back to making it make sense. Yes, and they're really pro like anyway, they're boycotting and rioting in the streets about having to what retire at 64 or
Right.
62. Pfft, you better pray. And that was me blown. I'm sorry I had to let out that air too, because sometimes things are so outrageous to me. I don't even know what age our generation supposedly would be able to retire at this
It's
point, but
67, but Social Security ain't gonna get. We ain't getting.
I thought it was
Read my
72.
lips. We is not getting no Social Security. Gen X, millennials, and the
I
rest
thought
of
it
them.
was 72, girl. You talking about 67? That might have
It's
been
not.
what.
It's not 72. Mm-mm.
You think it's 67? Okay, well, I'll go
I
with
don't
you.
think it's 67, girl. I used to work for the feds.
Oh, okay, yeah. A lot can change in a year, though. But okay, I
It
gotta tease
hasn't
you.
changed.
Okay, it's still
I
67.
still, yeah, I still get questions from people, so I still look at the website. It hasn't changed.
Okay. Oh, we'll see. Another thing to DM Monica about. Okay, so
Yeah, consultations are not free.
uh, that's all right. The best things in life aren't. I mean, I know they say they are, but they're really not. This is the only free thing that is good. Okay. And, and that is the podcast. Okay. So it's also Asthma and Allergy Awareness Month. And I do want to shout that out as someone who suffers from one or two of those things. And so, yeah, it's
I
everything is
feel
in
for
bloom.
you.
I thank you, honey. I appreciate it because everything is in bloom, and we know in the Northwest, it's like you're getting sucker punched because but it's not like being in the South, so I'm not going to complain. But we definitely have our fair share of pollen. We have trees that, it can be crazy. So just you know, do what you have to do so you can breathe easy and really enjoy the month. So, since we've already are so far into the month, we don't have to start off with the first. We're going to just jump right into the sixth, which we already mentioned was the Kentucky Derby. It's also National Nurses Day and National Herb Day. Now, the sixth is a Saturday. Is there anything going on in the city, Monica? That's just saying, my experience, everybody. Lately, I've been secretly saying things, but not saying things. But I have been looking at these nurses, and I'm going to just kind of go ahead and just put it out there. Not every nurse is a hero. Oh no,
No, they're just
some of
in it
them
for
are
the money.
money. Yeah, some of them are just straight up zeros. Some of them are one step away from karma, because they are in here playing games, doing an awful job, collecting their checks, and they're not even great at what they do. And some nurses I see don't really do as much as people think a nurse does. They literally look on the computer and say, "Oh my gosh, you gotta, at 8 o'clock you get a Tylenol." Do they change you movie? Oh no, that's for a tech or a CNA or a patient care tech or a patient care rep. That's not for us. They don't really do anything. I'm like, you guys are making top dollar to be bootleg. Get on out of here. But for the good nurses, like Mama Monica, salute to you, ma'am. Salute to you. Okay.
Yeah, and I have a couple friends that are nurses too, and I know they do an exceptional job. So shout out to them too.
Yes, and I know those friends too, and shout out to them as well. And also their mothers. So, happy Mother's Day to them as well, which will be coming up on the 9th. But anyway, or wait, I think I said the 9th, but I think it's actually going to be later on in the month. It's also National Herb Day. So take that as you want. Okay. I mean, could it be the herbs you grow in your garden because this is the time to be gardening? Or is it that herb that makes you feel funny? I don't know, but it is National Herb Day. So May 6th, enjoy it.
I love
Uh,
all herbs. Yep. Hmm.
yeah, amen. May 7th is National Children's Mental Health Awareness Day. And I think that's really important. Hey, check on the kids. There's a lot of action going on here. If you feel overwhelmed as an adult and these kids are online and a lot more perceptive in certain
And they
areas,
watch everything and are sponges.
yeah, just do a check on your baby's mental health, whether it's your your god kids, your kids, your nieces, your nephews. Just check on the little ones. It's also Pilates Day, and I am a fan of Pilates. So
Yes, honey child, it will get your core tight and your body right.
right, say those are all things we like as we get ready to get into seduction summer, okay? Because you don't know the fun that you're going to be having until the heat is on. It's also World Laughter Day. So that's just kind of something to think about on Sunday the 7th. Get your laugh
Well,
on. Laughter is good medicine. Now, if you want to know why I say so vibrant and I look so good, it's because I like to laugh, honey. Those are the only kind of lines that are acceptable on your face are laugh lines, you know?
I laugh every day. I already laughed today, so we already got a good
We
chuckle in.
chuckle. Oh, girl, we got a few. Okay.
And when you're
Uh,
laughing though, you might want to have some mimosas to go along with that laugh, because there is an event on the 7th also.
ooh, please do. Please do. Please do.
Mimosa, it's a mimosas brunch and paint by Kay's Paint Joint, and this one's going to be in Des Moines, Washington, and it's on the first and third Sundays of the month.
Oh, okay. So if you missed the first, you could go back on the third and get your paint and sip. Those are so fun. Have you ever done a paint and sip event?
Yes, I have. Years ago I did a paint and sip up in Seattle, and it
Hmm.
was it was fun. I still have the painting from that, and I've also done a puff and paint.
Oh wow! Now that one sounds interesting. I know I didn't even get I didn't
Oh,
get an
you know what?
invitation to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
no,
yeah.
thank you.
I did. Yeah, I did the puff and paint, and then I also did the naked paint, where you paint somebody who's naked.
Oh, well, that's very. Monica has an interesting collection of art we hear then. Oh, my, well, I've done the sip and paint, and it was great because at the time, it was downtown, and this wonderful restaurant that was a victim of the pandemic. Well, it actually closed down right before, but it was kind of a victim of downtown getting sketchy. But anyway, Il Fornai or whatever Fornio, they catered it. It was so delicious, and it was around holiday time. It was just so magical. The wine was flowing. The white elm or white alpine trees that I had made. I mean, the painting I still have, but it was a great event. So if you do have a chance to go to a sip and paint event, grab your loved ones, grab your girls, grab your friends, grab somebody, or go by yourself and enjoy some wine and being artistically inclined for a day.
And if you like being artistic, or if you're an entrepreneur or innovator, there's also a econ event in Seattle that Sunday, this Sunday, in the Soto district. You
Mm.
can find out more information about that on Eventbrite, but it's being hosted, sponsored by Black Sunflower Candle Company also.
Oh, okay. And hey, I know that's another candle company that you enjoy their candles and also gifting their candles. So that's really good. Okay, well, I love that. It's also going into May 8th. It's going to be World Ovarian Cancer Day. So you know what? Check on those ovaries; they matter. It's also World Red Cross and Red Crescent Day. So just kind of something to think about. And Monica, I know your family makes a cold coconut cake, but do you like coconut cream pie?
No.
Well, it is the 8th is National Coconut Cream Pie Day. That's fine. I don't like it either because I don't like meringue to its textures. I'm not a pudding and all that kind of girl.
Unless it's key lime pie, those type of everything
Mm-mm.
don't need to be a pie.
Say it like you mean it. May 9th is National Lost Sock Memorial Day, which is ironic and hilarious at the same time.
What the hell is that?
You've never lost, like, you've never been like, where's that other pair of socks or where's that other sock?
Oh, I mean, the way you said it made it sound like it was some type of French.
Lost sock. No, just lost
Oh, you
sock.
said lost. I thought you said lost sock. I was like, what the hell is that,
La
girl?
sock. Yes, as in lost. Look at it, as in lost sock. And it's also National Sleepover Day. So I mean that's kind of fun, I think, in theory. A good hotel sleepover with your friend. Oh, that
It's
might
a
be fun.
staycation, yeah.
Yeah. So that's something. But the
Not
ninth
at
is like
people's houses unless you really, 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 really know them.
I like the way you put that disclaimer in. That's just all.
I'm just saying.
Okay. May 10th is National Clean Your Room Day. I just thought that was really fitting with how you just kind of closed that last conversation. So, National Clean Your Room Day, National Golf Day, and National World, well, National, no, it's World Lupus Day. And, shout out to the people I love and know that are dealing with lupus. I appreciated seeing Tony Braxton, a clip of her this week on the Sherry Shepherd show.
Oh
Um,
yes, I saw that.
Talking about lupus. It was, to me, I was like, wow, Sherry knows how to softball but have a really impactful interview. And Tony was just vibrant and honest. And what did she say? Go to the doctors, ladies, gentlemen, everyone. Go get yourself looked at, check out, make sure your stats are good. It never hurts. If anything, is going to save you because you might find out something you didn't know. Don't be afraid. That's
Yeah,
what she said.
because these symptoms, which you think are little symptoms, could mean something else. And lupus is it's another autoimmune disease. So
So please, if you, even if you don't think you have a sign, it's what an annual physical is about, or annual checkup. I mean, are people still getting annuals? Monica, do you believe in a good annual? I know you do, so
yes,
I don't even.
I mean,
Yeah.
some people say I was a hypochondriac because I go to the doctor all the time. I'm like, look, I insurance, they taking out the check, I paid for it, I paid into it. If I feel like something's off, I'm going to the doctor,
And, sh-
doctors.
and she's telling the truth there, because I mean, I didn't think you were a hypochondriac when we first met, but I was like, this girl, she's borderline. But then to get to know you, I'm proud
But I mean,
that you were taking care of yourself. Well, that girl, that was like when I
in my,
first literally met
right,
you.
and
I was like,
my
a
mother's a
nurse,
nurse.
yeah. So,
But yes, and if it's
but
not, a regular doctor, it's going to be a naturopath, a herbalist, the acupuncture, the chiropractor, the massage therapist. Who else did I leave out?
I don't know, honey. You doing all that just to live your best life, so I'm not mad at it. And people take notes. You might not need to go to all 5011, but choose one or two of the things that she goes to and go. I mean, for real. Even if it's just like, okay, I'm gonna go to the massage therapist. If you've never had a massage and you're of a certain age,
You
treat
need to get
yourself.
one. Like they say about them
Yes.
chicken sandwiches, you need to go get one. You need to get one of these.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone because see, she putting a dig out there on people who love chicken sandwiches. I love a chicken sandwich, Monica. Okay.
I'm just that's how the memes play out. I'm just saying you need to get one of these. You need to get a massage.
Literally. Okay, the 11th is make a book day. So I don't, make maybe it's a photo book, but you just think about making a book. May 12th is
Ooh,
child care
ooh.
provider day.
Scooch back. Scooch
Okay.
back.
May
I got
11th?
yeah, May
Mhm.
11th. Actually, May 11th through the 13th.
Okay.
Kev on stage is going to
Woo,
be at
woo.
Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club for Mother's Day weekend in
Whoop, whoop.
Tacoma, Washington.
Oh,
Y'all
that's a
better get them
ticket.
tickets because
Mhm.
they are almost gone.
Man,
I
and
already
Kev
got
on
my
stage.
ticket.
Whew, Kev on stage. He's worth it. I mean, I just like his energy, what he talks about. He got a lot of ties to the Northwest. So yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I'll
So you
see you
said
in
the
the
11th through the
place.
13th. Okay.
Yep.
Well, if you're trying to run into Monica, she didn't tell you what day, but why don't you buy tickets for all days and see when you see her? Okay, make it make sense. And then we have the 12th, which is, I told you, Child Care Provider Day, National Mental Health Provider Appreciation Day, and
That
it's
goes hand in hand because I give kudos to the good ones who are taking care of your children because child.
whew, that's all. That's all you say. I tell you this, the people I don't think you should mess over are, people who are serving you things that you have to put into your body, and also people who take care of your kids. Like there's no why try to screw them over. Okay, those are the people that you do not try to screw over. It's also Public Gardens Day, and everyone knows if I have to go out into nature, I like a well manicured, organized nature, like a public garden. So get out and enjoy a public garden on May 12th, which is also should be Mother's Day. Like, wait, it's not Mother's Day? Oh no, that's the 14th. Girl, I am jumping ahead of myself. Well, I wanted May 12th to be something. So
Well, May 12th, a Friday. I know you like a good skate, skate, roll, bounce. There's a Friday night skate party at Patterson's
mm.
West Skate Center in Federal Way.
Old school, old school.
Yep.
Okay.
They do it several or a couple nights, so check Eventbrite.
Okay, and usually if it's at night, that means it's for grown
Oh
folks.
yeah, this one's for girl. I would not. Yeah, these are any skate parties that I am talking about are for the adults only.
Thank you. Okay, good, because I don't want to have to run over my nieces and nephews during this skate party.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, that's what's up. Okay, then May 13th is brunch for lunch day. And we are lovers of brunch around here, so I do want to mention that. It's also International Hummus Day. The foodie in me has to shout these out.
Okay, yeah, I'd probably rather have brunch than lunch. I'm a breakfast girl, so.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's World Fair Trade Day. So that means, try to get things that were ethically sourced. May 14th
Oops, we
is
gotta go back.
okay. Good. Well, nope. That's why I'm going slow.
May 13th, Ella May is gonna be at the Showbox in Soto in Seattle. That's the got me tripping or booed up. And then also
Oh, yeah.
Norlux candles. They have an event, the candles and cookies sip and pour.
Mm.
That is going on, limited tickets. So check Eventbrite.
Okay, you know what? Actually, those are fun events to do because it's the 13th, the day that these events are happening, is pre Mother's Day. So it might be nice. I mean, maybe your mom likes to jam to Ellie Mae or whatever, Ella May or whatever. I do know the songs; they're actually not terrible. So yeah, you might want to go out there and go to a good concert. Or to me, the candle event at Noir. That's the one that sounds like you shouldn't miss on a Saturday. And then of course the 14th is Mother's Day. I don't know why it got quiet because we both have moms that we love. I'm like, wait, that's what it got quiet, Monica?
My mother's gonna be living her best life, so she knows I love her.
Okay, and then it's also Bond with Your Dog Day.
I don't have a dog.
All right, May 15th, bring flowers to someone day. Okay, so maybe a note to send someone some flowers if you want to just, brighten up their day. I love getting a good bouquet.
That would be nice. I haven't received. No, I take that back. No, I do get flowers. Um,
Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about?
no, no, no. I get flowers. Hmm.
May 16th is National Barbecue Day. Mm. Oh, and you can put anything on the grill really and barbecue it. So this isn't just for meat lovers, carnivores like myself. It's also for people who are doing whatever they want to do, like Monica. So you can put anything you want on the grill, whether it's a piece of fruit, a pineapple, a peach, a nectarine, a rib, a burger. Hallelujah. All of it. So that's a day, May 16th. It's a good, and hopefully it'll be nice where you're at. You can go outside and get your grill ready for the summer and actually put something on there. So I love that. It's also National Love a Tree Day. So May 16th really got it going on. Uh,
Yeah. And if you don't want to do any of that, you can go get your skate on again. Tuesday night skate with DJ Mr. Nice Guy in Fircrest, Washington. That's South Sound for y'all people who don't know up north.
girl, I was gonna say Fircrest, and then I had to say, oh no, I know that's down towards T Town. So okay, that's good. I thank you for putting in things that are happening all over the Western Washington. I'll say, Monica, I really shout out to you for that one. May 17th is National Walnut Day. Talk about a good nut.
I'm through with you.
Well, it's so good. So many benefits to eating walnuts. I'm just saying. It's also World Hypertension Day. Eating those good nuts.
Well, yeah, they do
Yeah,
help lower your blood pressure.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, it all hand in hand, Monica. Hand in hand. Get your mind out the gutter, girl.
But be careful eating them every day because it can ruin your teeth enamel.
Too much
You
nut
know,
will always do that. National Cherry Cobbler Day is also on the 17th, which I'm like, okay.
I don't like I said, everything don't need to be pies or cobblers. I just
But do you like, well, now wait, do you even like cherry pie or cherry? Obviously, not a fan of cherry cobbler, but do you like cherry pie?
no.
Okay, do you like cherries at all?
Yes. By
Okay, not by
themselves
themselves. Oh,
or with a drink.
well, we're blessed to grow up in the Northwest that, and we have the best cherries around. The Rainier cherries, they are simply mwah, exquisite. You know, it doesn't get any better than that. And growing up, my grandmother had the double cherry trees in the back, and that's how everyone
Okay.
learned how to climb, was climbing up, getting those cherries. So, because we grew up with an abundance of cherries, I will say I'm someone that does like a cherry pie or a cherry cobbler. But, but I can appreciate, like you said, everything doesn't need to be made into a cobbler. That's true. But for me, go ahead and slide that slice of cherry cobbler over to Mila. Okay, so I'm down for that. May 18th is Ascension Day, National Cheese Souffle Day, and then old school. I think about Lisa Frank. It's National Notebook Day. So,
Oh yeah. All the pens and the
mhm.
notebooks and the folders and the stickers.
Yeah, that's you. That's how you knew. Okay, now May 19th, girl, we about to get revolutionary. It's Malcolm X Day.
Oh.
It's also NASCAR Day.
Mm,
It's also National Devil's Food Cake Day.
I don't really, yeah, eat devil's food. You know what? There's certain things like if it got a devil in front of it, I don't know
I
if
don't
I'm gonna eat.
eat it. No, I just laughed. I eat chocolate cake, but I don't eat Devil's Food Cake. National Bike to Work Day is also on the 19th.
Well, I guess Seattle's prime for that.
And it's go, oh, girl. That means if you are a driver, be prepared to be upset that day. IBD Day as well. So that is Inflammatory Bowel Disease Day,
I mean,
which,
I guess you would have that if you eating devil's food cake.
I mean, it's everything. It's National Pizza Party Day. It's Plant Something Day. It's Virtual Assistance Day. I mean, the 19th is popping. Okay. That's what I do
Well,
know.
and also there is a poppin' event on the 19th. It's a Black and Business Mixer,
Okay.
K's Paint Joint again, and this one is down in Tacoma, Washington.
K's Paint Joint. Okay. I like
Yep,
that.
she's putting that on for the entrepreneurs.
What time does that start? Do you got a time for me on that one, girl?
No, y'all can go to Eventbrite to put the look at the time.
Okay, but you know what, girl? You just gave people also hookup. That might be a nice place to a quote unquote network and also to find one of your summer bays. I'm just
The link for Kay's Paint Joint will be on our IG page, though.
okay. May 20th is Armed Forces Day, and we both have relatives and loved ones who have served, and so we
And
are
now they
excited
are
about
getting
that.
their reparations. Yep.
Mm. It's National Women in Aerospace Day.
I'm gonna give out to one of my aunties because, yep, she did her time with the. I ain't gonna say too much because she's really like low key. So
Okay, I was gonna say, honey, the aerospace, I can imagine it makes you low key. You you see some things and you just want to leave it alone. It's World Bee Day as well, so the bees are really important. So
we
you
do need
know,
the bees to make that honey.
yeah, so plant something then that they enjoy. Don't just plant anything. Plant something that the bees can pollinate and stay busy. And if you see a hive growing, because I've had several hives grow around my my residence, don't knock it down and act a fool. Let the bees do their thing. They don't actually bother you the whole summer. Like they're really only active for a certain amount of months
Get
or
some
whatever.
rhododendrons.
See, thank you. And Monica knew that because she is dusting off her green thumb. It's also it's also May 20th. I do want to shout this out because I was having this conversation about some young ones, and it's National Learn to Swim Day. I heard recently on the news about a Buccaneer NFL player. His daughter, 2-year-old daughter, drowned
Oh,
last weekend. in their pool. And so I think, obviously in Washington, not everyone has a pool, but all across the country, it's going to start heating up. People are going to go to lakes and swimming pools and private pools.
Oceans, rivers.
Yes. So, make sure you know how to maybe save your child if they fall in, even the basics. And then, if you have a young one, I feel like it's a good investment. Make sure that they know how to swim or that they're comfortable in water.
Did you learn how to
It's
swim?
just actually, I did. I had a whole summer when I was visiting cousin Malcolm, and I did. My aunt thought that was very important. That we're in Cali. Everyone had a pool, to
Mm-hmm.
learn how to swim. Now, the real question is, was Mila good at it? Did Mila do it again? And would Mila consider herself a swimmer? And that's why I know you have jokes, Bonica, because you have seen me in the Pacific Ocean not being able to really swim. So I don't even know why you playing in my face. Yes, at one time I spent 90 days learning how to swim. I don't think Mila took to it though. That wasn't my thing.
I mean, it's never too late. Like a friend of mine told me last night, YOLO. So, get your get your lessons in, girl. It's so freeing because even though I took it years, I took it for a few years when I was younger.
Hmm.
But it's like you never forget, and like I
It's like
told you,
riding a bike. It's like riding a bike, Monica.
it is. It does come back to you because it kind of puts you like in survival mode too. Like I told you, I jumped off the what I went to Cenote in Mexico and jumped off the cliff.
Yeah, I saw the video. I was like, "Yo, girl!" But in my mind, I knew Monica can swim because I remember being the Pacific girl. Because at one point I realized I said, "Wait, I don't know how I got the inner tube." I was like, "But this thing is actually pulling me out with the current deeper and deeper, and my behind don't know how to swim. Like I need to like dial it back and save my soul." So no, I do need to probably have better swim safety, and that is why on May 20th I will be figuring out how I'm going to honor National Learn to Swim Day.
Well, if all else fails, just get on your back and float.
Not that I can do. I still remember how to float. So, I guess that counts. Eat more. May 21st is Eat More Fruits and Vegetables Day.
Oh,
So,
before we talk about health,
hmm
the 20th there is another event going on.
good.
It's 50 years of hip hop tribute in Seattle at the Royal Room, and you already know that's in your neck of the woods.
You mean the Royal Esquire is now the Royal Room?
No, no, no. There's a Royal Room, not the Royal Esquire. It's Royal Room.
How bootleg? Okay, wait. There's too many royals in one neighborhood. Now I only want to think of the Royal Esquire as being the
No.
royal, but no, okay, but I'm teasing you. But there's the Royal
Mm-hmm.
Room
Yes.
in my neck of the woods.
Yep. It's
Okay.
on that. It's on that main street. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Okay, so I'm sure you're going to tell us where to find more information about this, Monica.
Eventbrite.
I feel like they're a sponsor. Are you manifesting? Because this is manifesting miracles, money making, getting it. May, are you manifesting a sponsorship I didn't know about?
I'm just saying, Eventbrite. Like, look.
Okay. Well, I anything else on the 20th? Because I don't want to let.
No, that's
Okay.
that's that's the only thing I put down. But believe me, people want to get outside this year. I swear there's an event every day, if not 3 to 11. It's a lot going on.
The 21st, like I said, then is going to be a hot day for you, Monica, because I'm seeing that it's, eat more vegetables and fruits day. It's World Meditation Day. It's World Baking Day. And between the two of us, you like to bake, I like to cook. And then well, then this is just random. It's also Stepmother's Day. So May 21st is kind of popping. It's also International Tea Day. And we do love a good cup of tea, literally and
Hmm.
figuratively. And then anything going on the 21st?
Yes, there is a community clothing clinic
Mm,
being put on by Jaleesa from the Stylist Way, and it's going to be at the Seattle Fashion Academy in Seattle.
okay. Hmm. That's coming. Sounds interesting. All right. May 22nd is Buy a Musical Instrument Day, National Solitary Day, as well as National Craft Distillery Day. So, get your drink on.
Get your drink on, play cards, and go play the piano. Okay.
Busy. Be busy. May 23rd is National Lucky Penny Day, National Taffy Day, and World Turtle Day. So I don't know what about the 23rd. None of those
Laffy
really.
Taffy. Turtles are a good luck symbol. I saw some turtles when I was my last trip to Hawaii last year. So
What if a turtle was in your backyard? Is that a good luck symbol?
yeah, and you know what? Back in the day when what house that I grew up in,
Hmm.
I was like, where did this turtle come from? With some ferns on the side of the house. There's a turtle over there. Yes, turtles are a good luck sign. It's a good luck
Oh,
omen.
oh well, huh, I'll take it. The 24th is National Asparagus Day, as well as National Scavenger Hunt Day, and it's World Schizophrenia Awareness Day, and that is something that is no joke. So, okay, that's on the 24th. What else is happening on the 24th, Monica?
It's probably people probably gearing up for what is that, Memorial Day weekend. I don't have anything down until
Okay.
we get to the 31st.
Okay. Well, good. Well, then the 25th is National Wine Day. So please take note of that. The 25th is National Wine Day. Everybody knows I like a good Moscato. It's National Wine Day. It's also National Tap Dance Day and World Thyroid Day.
I took tap dancing classes when I was younger.
Okay. We'll see. You better celebrate yourself with a glass of wine on the 25th.
Hmm.
The 26th is National Paper Airplane Day, and I heard it's like Boeing engineers last month, I think, created a paper airplane that made it into the Guinness Book of World Records. So the 26th is National Paper Airplane Day, as well as National Heat Awareness Day, because we are creeping now full steam ahead into summer. So be aware of that,
I
okay?
feel like it's gonna be a hot one, y'all.
Yep, and it's also National Road Trip Day. So, maybe get into your vehicle and go somewhere.
Quick road trip to Portland to the hip hop winery.
Ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, I love that. Make a weekend of it. Okay, May
No
20th.
no tax. Make sure you hit up the Nike and Adidas stores.
Adidas, girl, Adidas. Nike.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
National Grape Popsicle Day is the 27th. I don't
They
like
always
grape
tasted like medicine to me.
cough syrup. Yeah, I don't like grape artificial flavoring. That's
No,
just
I
not my
mean, I
thing.
ain't gonna lie. Back in the day when I was growing up, I drank some grape flavored soda.
I was like the orange or like the strawberry, but I don't know. But everything grape always tastes. I mean, tastes to me super artificial. I'm like, ugh, no.
Like chemicals, straight chemicals.
Yeah, just gross. The 28th is Amnesty International Day, National Hamburger Day, and World Blood Cancer Day. So lots to think about on the 28th. Anything going on in your neck of the woods, Monica?
Not till we get to the 31st.
That's what I thought. May 29th is Memorial Day. So if you're wondering when Memorial Day actually is, it's going to be on the 29th, which makes it a Monday. It's also National Mount Everest Day and National Alligator Day. So, hmm.
You ever ate alligator?
Oh, yes, actually, I have.
What it tastes like? Chicken?
No, everybody wants to say that, girl, but I actually have a discerning palate. So no, it doesn't taste like chicken. It tastes because it tastes ocean. I mean, water. Like you can taste that it's a fish or something that spent some time in the water. It was all right. I mean, it's true. I think it's all about the preparation.
Mm-hmm.
The one I had was like fried and cut up into pieces, like would be calamari. Like if you didn't know, you would think maybe you're eating calamari, except it's not. It doesn't taste. It's stronger of a taste in your mouth than calamari. But would I
Oh, you
revisit it?
already know I don't even eat calamari, so.
Oh, I love calamari. Okay, well, I understand. Not every seafood is for everybody, right?
Right.
So yeah, I get that. And then of course, May 30th is National Creativity Day, as well as National Mint Julep Day, and National Water a Flower Day.
Hmm. Well, get some tea or get some water, put some mint in it, add some other, make it
Yep.
a nice drink, a nice libation, and get your watercolors out, paint,
Fate. Well, hey, I mean, for
colored
real.
pencils, crayons,
Yeah,
some,
I like
some
that.
paper, and just start doodling. Just get into a trance. Just get away from reality.
Oh, that's a good outlet. I love it. It's also World Multiple Sclerosis Day. So, kind of something to think about if you're not familiar with what that is. It might be a cause, or you might know, have a loved one that's been impacted by it, maybe good to like see what they're doing this summer. Are they having a walk? Are they having a fundraiser? How can you help or participate? You know, sometimes your time is just like money, and sometimes your money is just as good as time. So
Right.
look into those things. Also, the 31st, it's National Macaroon Day. It's National Senior Health and Fitness Day. Hey, and it's also World Parrot Day. So kind of something to look at.
World parent or parrot?
Parrot, as in caca, caca. Or no, parrots like mimic you back, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
hey girl, hey, hey girl, hey. Yeah, that kind of
Oh,
parrot.
World Parrot Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember I hit you up and I was like, I feel like this might be an owl. And then good old YouTube, and they had a video on there, and they was like, that's not an owl, that is a mourning dove. So then I did my little deep dive and stuff because it was all I heard was cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
I love the way you did that. Okay. I love the way you did that. Um so yeah, and then of course we already kind of went over some of the big events for the month, but also there's another day because you kept saying you don't have anything else until the 31st. So what do you have going on, Monica?
There is a wind down Wednesday at Paco Bar and Lounge in Seattle.
Okay.
Yep, they do several events a month. I just haven't made my way up there. So if someone would like to sponsor a driver, let me know.
Okay, I love all those.
I'm
And
serious.
no, I know you were. I laughed and I said, "Well, girl, you manifesting." May is also Lupus Awareness Month, so I do want to make sure I shout that out. We shouted out mental health awareness. We shouted out allergies. We shouted out AAPI. Shouted out Jewish heritage, but we do want to make sure we also get back into making sure you're checking on yourself, and it is Lupus Awareness Month.
Edit.
Okay, so that is it. So hey, it looks like May is going to be a jam-packed, fun-filled month. Monica, is there anything? What is the business of the week?
The business of the week is Rejuvenation Junction. And this is a business that does skincare, body contouring, facials, and massage therapy, certified Brazilian lymphatic drainage. This is my esthetician that I go to in Tacoma.
Mm,
And her name is Tamar, because everyone wants to know how does my skin is so fabulous. I
mm,
go to Tamar. And
mm.
besides, what I eat and exercise and water and all that, jazz. But yeah.
Okay, but you giving her credit for being part of the thing that keeps Monica glowing. So we like
Yes.
it. Okay, well I know that there'll be more information on our show notes, as well as I'm sure Instagram will get a post or something. Monica might show us when she goes there and gets something done. So we can't wait to be all in her business about that. And on that note, Monica, am
Oh,
I for
are you forgetting anything?
yeah,
Mention, because it's Cinco de Mayo. We love Mexican food, right?
we do. That's
So,
usually where you'll find us having happy hour.
so I have to just mention Montezuma's. That's it.
Are they having something special for Cinco de Mayo, or you just want the people to
No,
be crowded on that one? Because the
they
one
always crowded
I know,
anyway.
I was like, "Girl, why you blow up the spot though?" But
But you can
okay,
order and go pick it up.
okay. So on that note, Monica, am I forgetting anything else?
Nope. Just be kind.
We have a blessed and safe week ahead. Talk soon.
Peace.
Monica, where can they find us again?
They can find us on Anchor, Spotify, and now iTunes.
Mm,
And please like, share, subscribe, and leave us a comment. You can shoot us an email or a voice message if you'd
mhm,
like.
mhm.
And with all that, love and gratitude.
Remember to call your aunties or your girlfriends and say hi. Bye.